back in San Francisco. We had a pretty smooth flight back from LA, and then we had a very smooth day at work, but so much has changed upon returning back home. The most obvious change, which I'm sure everyone's really thrilled to know, is the egregious quantity of plants that are filling up this room. Not to mention the plants that are also filling up this room. I realized that you can take plants through TSA. So all these plants here came from TSA. Thanks, TSA. Something absolutely adorable that happened today in the office was, I guess I've never been in San Francisco when it's been like holiday season, not paying attention at least. And every office has a tree. Every office has like some kind of festive holiday spirit. And because you can see everyone's office like lobby from walking on the streets, there's so many trees in the city. There's so many trees and lights, and it's very cute. I filmed some of them today, but I'll show you around the decorations that I have that are so meager in comparison. They're all very meager decorations, but I've come to discover that the like working life is very monotonous in the sense that you don't have like a ridiculous amount of time for spring break or like the winter. So decorating is a really nice way to like mark the time as it passes. And I am trying to get into more of that. So I took a bunch of things from home to come decorate my space, bought a couple of things at like dollar stores, and we'll see. We'll see if there are more decorations in upcoming seasons. But I'm pretty satisfied with the decorations that I have right now. Especially this tree. This tree is so cute. The ornaments are way too big for it, which really resembles how I feel about being really small in a really big world. Going home was really interesting for me because I felt like, it was just strange to like go home in LA, to leave and come back home in San Francisco. Felt weird to like really come to acknowledge that in this like post-student life, home continues to be so transient. Like in the way that like I felt no qualms about calling my college town home, like because I knew I would be gone from it soon and it was so temporary. Where I am right now in life feels less temporary, or at least I have more agency to be or not be here. So on my whole plane ride home, I wrote a whole piece on it and my thoughts, and I'm really proud of it. So I started a Substack, and I will link it in this video, I guess, so you can also read my content. Not that I'm a writer. I obviously don't like write for a living. But I think it's a good way to get out feelings and thoughts that can't necessarily be captured in film or even by other forms of media and art. And I think that it's always good to practice writing, and I'm not a good writer at all, so I like want to practice that. And this feels like a good opportunity to do so and to, put a step forward into trying to write more and try to be more creative about it. I did have a friend who had told me very wisely to not turn my art into work if I could let that be, like keep those worlds separate. So I don't think I'll be writing often, and I don't think my Substack will be particularly full of content. But there is an article on Home that is out on it now, and you're more than welcome to read it. And I don't know, hear my thoughts.